Every morning, millions of people step on the scale hoping for validation. They want to see progress, a smaller number that says, "You're doing it right," and when that number doesn't change, disappointment sets in. But what if I told you that the scale has been lying to you all along, not out of malice, but because it was never designed to tell the whole story? The truth is, body weight alone is one of the most misleading measures of health or progress. It's affected by dozens of invisible factors that have nothing to do with fat gain or loss. You could lose fat, gain muscle, improve your digestion, balance your hormones, and the scale might still go up. That's why if you want to truly measure transformation, you have to look beyond that single number and understand what's really happening inside your body. Let's start with something most people never think about: water weight. Your body is about 60% water, and that water constantly shifts based on your food, hormones, stress, and even the weather. Eat a salty meal? Your body holds more water to balance sodium levels. Sleep poorly or feel stressed? Cortisol rises, and that hormone makes you retain fluid. You could gain 3 to 5 pounds overnight without gaining a single ounce of fat. And yet, the next morning, that number on the scale feels like failure. Then there's glycogen, your body's short-term energy storage. Every gram of glycogen in your muscles binds with about 3 grams of water. When you cut carbs or eat in a calorie deficit, glycogen drops, and so does the water it holds. That's why you lose weight so fast during the first few days of a diet. But the moment you eat normally again, glycogen stores refill, water returns, and the scale bounces back up. The fat didn't come back, your body just refueled. The problem is, most people mistake that for failure and quit too soon. Now add in digestion, inflammation, hormones, and sleep, and you begin to see why your scale weight can fluctuate wildly, even if you're doing everything right. That's why the scale alone is not progress, it's context. It's a single snapshot in a moving story. And if you base your emotions on that one frame, you'll miss the bigger picture. So, what's a better way to track your fat loss journey? The answer lies in using multiple progress indicators, a holistic view of transformation that includes body composition, measurements, performance, and mindset. Start with body measurements. They don't lie. Your waist, hips, arms, and thighs tell the truth your scale can't. Use a simple tape measure once every 2 weeks. Focus especially on your waist circumference, because belly fat, or visceral fat, is often the most dangerous type for long-term health. When that number drops, even slightly, it's a sign that your metabolism and insulin sensitivity are improving. You might still weigh the same, but your body is becoming leaner, healthier, and more efficient. Next, add progress photos. Every 2 weeks, same time, same lighting, same clothes, same pose. At first, you might not notice changes day to day, but when you compare week 1 to week 6, the difference can be shocking. You'll see posture improvements, reduced bloating, tighter skin, better muscle tone. These changes are subtle but powerful. They show your transformation visually, not just numerically. Another underrated metric: strength and performance. Can you do more push-ups? Lift heavier weights? Run longer or recover faster than last month? Those are signs of a stronger metabolism and improved energy systems. Your muscles are becoming more insulin sensitive, meaning your body is learning to use food for fuel instead of storing it as fat. You might weigh more, but it's because you're building lean tissue, which actually boosts your long-term fat burning rate. Then, there's how you feel. This is one of the most overlooked yet accurate ways to measure progress. Are your energy levels more stable throughout the day? Are your cravings fading? Do you feel lighter, not just physically but mentally? When your body becomes metabolically balanced, you stop experiencing those sharp highs and crashes from sugar or caffeine. You start sleeping better, focusing better, and even thinking clearer. That's your internal system aligning with your habits, and it's a major win. Sleep itself is another progress marker. As you lose fat and eat better, your body becomes less inflamed, and your nervous system calms down. Deep sleep returns. You wake up refreshed. You're not dragging yourself through the day, you're powering through it. That's not something a scale can ever measure, but it's one of the clearest signs that your body is healing. Another crucial point: your relationship with food. When you stop obsessing over calories, when you start eating because you respect your body rather than punish it, that's real transformation. When you enjoy a meal without guilt, that's freedom. And that emotional stability is one of the most underrated indicators of long-term success. Let's also talk about trends versus snapshots. The human body is cyclical, it operates in rhythms. Daily weigh-ins fluctuate, but weekly averages reveal truth. If you want to use the scale wisely, track your weight every morning for 7 days and calculate the average. Compare weekly averages, not single numbers. This smooths out the noise of daily fluctuations and shows you your true trend line. For women, hormone cycles add another layer. During certain phases of the menstrual cycle, estrogen and progesterone can cause natural water retention, bloating, or temporary weight gain. It's not fat, it's biology. By tracking your cycle alongside your weight, you can separate real progress from hormonal noise. Now, let's zoom out. Why does this obsession with the scale even exist? It's partly cultural. We've been conditioned to see less as better, smaller numbers, smaller clothes, smaller bodies. But health isn't about shrinking, it's about expanding your energy, strength, and lifespan. The goal isn't just to weigh less, but to live more. When you start measuring progress differently, your motivation changes. You stop chasing instant results and start appreciating the process. You celebrate when your jeans fit better, when you have more stamina, when you no longer crash at 3 p.m. These small wins compound over time, and they build something the scale can't measure: momentum. Here's a truth that surprises many people: fat loss is often invisible before it's visible. Your body loses fat internally before you notice it externally. The first places to store fat are often the last to lose it. So when you feel stuck, you might actually be in a hidden phase of transformation. Your hormones are stabilizing, inflammation is dropping, and your body is preparing for visible change. That's why patience is not optional, it's essential. If you want a more scientific approach, you can use tools like body fat calipers, smart scales with bioelectrical impedance, or even DEXA scans. But remember, no tool is perfect. They're just data points. What matters is the overall direction. Are you trending toward better health, better energy, better function? If yes, you're winning. Tracking progress isn't just about the body either, it's about the mind. Ask yourself, are you more confident than a month ago? Do you feel more in control of your choices? Are you learning to enjoy the journey instead of punishing yourself for not being there yet? Those emotional metrics determine whether your results will last. Because if your mindset doesn't change, your body won't either. Here's another powerful perspective: fat loss is a side effect of alignment. When your habits, mindset, and metabolism all line up, your body naturally finds its healthy weight. You don't have to force it. You just have to stay consistent long enough for your biology to catch up. So, if the scale frustrates you, step back. Ask better questions. How do I feel? How am I performing? What's improving in my routine, my focus, my energy? Progress lives in those answers, not in a single number. In the end, the scale is like a mirror. It shows a reflection, but never the full reality. Real transformation is internal, built quietly through choices repeated over time. So don't let a small number determine your worth or your willpower. The most meaningful progress is invisible at first, but it's always happening beneath the surface. And remember this: your goal isn't to make the number smaller, it's to make your life bigger. More energy, more confidence, more years lived well. Because the best way to track progress isn't to look down at the scale, it's to look back at how far you've come, and forward to how much more you can become.